closed out OBS and I restarted it with the run as administrator because I know sometimes for some silly reason that affects it. But now it's just not even picking it up. At least you can hear it. My brain is just... I can't even figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. Game... Oh, is that gonna work? Is that finally gonna work? Maybe physically, but not mentally. Alright, let's see if it freezes. Oh, look at that. I think we fixed it. Hey Rex! Welcome to the stream. Stream of salt. It's not even correctly labeled. It says Spoopy Hour Alan Wake, and we're not playing any of that. So, I agree that I am definitely 13 years of age. You consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I eat disturbing for breakfast. Let's face it. Alright, I agree. Disturb me. I'm ready. Oh, Doki. Oh man, this feels so happy. Oh, I know it's gonna be horrible and I'm gonna cringe and be shocked and I'm gonna love it. Spoiler, it ends. Oh no. I am Olivia. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. Very bad. Game is a little loud. Okay, let me do... It needs to be at an even number. Oh, that's gonna drive me insane. Fine. That'll be good enough. Good enough. Let me know if it's still a little too loud. It is actually kind of a little loud in my ear. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. That's what all anime girls sound like to me. I overslept again! But I caught up with you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I thought you were ignoring me. That's mean, Olivia. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Sassy! Hi. You've come to the everything's going wrong stream. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Olivia, Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in... Oh, this is me. Oh god, I'm giving myself a horribly annoying voice. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I personally don't really watch anime, but okay. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I am socialized well enough, thank you. Spoiler, there's a literature club involved. Rex! Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Like, really important. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Honey, I'm used enough to the real world. Leave me alone. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep... Demon. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I guess. Fine. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I wouldn't call her carefree, more annoying and irritating. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, we're in school. Oh, back in high school. I don't miss it. Have to play catch up on 2 years worth of spoiler alerts. It's okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That sounds like my life every day. Clubs. I actually did in high school. I was in I helped start a literature club, which I think only lasted for like the year, and in a movie club, which I think also only lasted like the year. But the world where it sucks. Let's go. I want to go be a NEET I don't even know what a NEET is, but I'd rather be that than be in the real world. Real world sucks. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Me. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Not in education, employment, or training. Okay. No, I am employed, which sucks. Yeah. Let's just, let's just all make our own Neverland and just go to Neverland and fight a bunch of pirates and whatnot. Basically an otaku. Okay. Sounds fun. Let's do it. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Pardon me, but I love me some books. I used to read a lot. And then computers happened, and then internet happened, and then I've never really read again. But I still do like to read. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I like cupcakes. Sayori's like a mess girl. Spent 3 hours of something like this. Let's just never leave the dungeon. Oh my gosh. Eternal party in the dungeon. The rave that never ends. It's working again.
So this is where you've been.
What? What was that? What was that? Okay. And the chat still is not showing up. I have no idea why. Let me see if I can actually fix that real fast. Let's save. I know there's cupcakes, right? I go for free cupcake. I don't... Oh, that is so frustrating. I might just have to do a whole new chat box. Hold on. Hold on one sec. One sec. I really don't like that I don't have a chat. That really bugs me. Chat box. No. Oh no. No. Let's try that. I'm not sure if it works. Somebody type something. What if I put a trap involving cupcakes outside the dungeon? Ooh, to like bring in new people, to trap them with cupcakes, and then they can never leave. That'd be fun. Rar. Oh, look at that. It do work. Let's do... Oh, man. I'd hate for it to, like, cover half the thing, but you can't read it when it's that big. Oh god, this just looks something. I was waiting for someone just to type something. shoot, wrong thing. Is that okay? I'm just gonna put it there. That works for me. Anyway, yay! Let's go. We're going to the literature club. Oh, and that's today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That sounds like something I'd probably do. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. Oh no. Hold on. I want to do something real fast. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I feel better now. So for a whole cake, no less. Only a whole cake. I'll remember that. I told you, don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. Ooh. What kind of voice do I want to give her? I kind of want to give her a deep voice. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, girl 2. I want to give her a nasally voice. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Am I supposed to be a boy? Am I a boy named Olivia? Awkward. Oh god, too many voices. I don't have too many voices. Olivia, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I feel like I just made this really awkward for myself. You already lost your soul twice. Aww. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Olivia. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Yeah, I guess I'm actually supposed to be a guy. Hey, girl. I'm a boy named Olivia. I didn't know I was gonna be a boy. I guess I should have figured it's a dating sim, I guess. That fact apparently slipped my mind. I just feel awkward now. Monika is best girl. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Olivia. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Trying to catch up with chat. Seen someone I haven't seen anything about this, like, at all. I know nothing. I just know it's more disturbing than it lets on. That's all I know. That's it. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! That's my best anime girl. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Are the girls gonna hit on me now? Oh my gosh. I have no clue. I have literally no clue. I am prepared to have no clue. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Enough for, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, that's me talking. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Tsundere level god. I guess. I only drink throat coat tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. This music is so bouncy. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board members for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That's kind of what some clubs are. I wanted to see her reactions. Wait, no, who's going? Oh, Rex! No! Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. Well, thank you for stopping by, even if just for a little bit. I appreciate it.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monika's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start in a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I like literature.
I'm pretty sure she uploads this to YouTube. We'll see. Bye, Rex. Thanks for stopping by.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Who do we choose? I don't know. I'm really digging Yuri right now. I like the purple hair. And she's clearly a bookworm. You should. That is true. Yeah, there's the past broadcast later. This is actually the second stream. So I had to stop and restart. So I'll probably just delete the first part. It's just a bunch of me ranting and generally being salty. But anywho. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm for literature. No. So Olivia, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have any good way of answering that. Manga? I've never read manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, she reads manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, it can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, and after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep in complex fantasy worlds. Oh no, she's a fantasy reader. Ugh, goodbye, Yuri. This won't work. Remember Natsuki, best girl. Good night, Rex. I'll see you later. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. There you got me. I like psychological stuff. I've just never really been into fantasy books. It's really not my thing. I think it's mostly because I didn't really grow up with it. I grew up reading, Nancy Drew was more my thing. I read Dracula in sixth grade? 6th grade or 7th grade, I don't remember. I read Dracula when I was really young, same with Phantom. And I think I read Phantom at about the same time. I mostly just read weird stuff that nobody else really read. And Nancy Drew. I really loved Nancy Drew. I was so into Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew was my life. But anyway. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, girl. Tell me about horror. I read a horror book once. I've read so many. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you?
Sweetie, it's always the quiet ones. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. This girl is speaking to me. Pushes my under the door with pass. I'm sorry, guys. No, fantasy's alright. I would probably read Game of Thrones if given the chance, but I don't know, it seems a bit long. I hate horror. Of course you do. Oh, why's that? Wow, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Oh, that's kawaii.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, are you? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member, I think that it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Oh, so strong. Isn't that right, Olivia?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Olivia... You all... Oh, I'm turning into a woman!
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. At least I'm not the only one who snuggles into a soft blanket. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess?
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment.
Tonight's assignment? Do we have to go to this club every day?
Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Olivia, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Are you now? Are you now? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing? Pardon me, but I have great writing skills. Thank you very much. I ask you to see the evidence of my 100-page long Helena script. Although now it's actually condensed down to 76 because of all the scenes, but still, I at least got it up to 100 pages. That's impressive. It's a Doctor Who comfy throw blanket. So soft. Oh, this is a throw blanket. I actually got this when I was still working at Home Depot. I bought this and the same blanket in a different color, but it's over at Joe's. I don't have it with me. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Sailor Moon blanket like a weeb. I miss Sailor Moon. I watched it as a kid, but because we lost TV and whatnot moving, I haven't seen it in years. Not since it was on TV. Too hot to bundle up? Is Lexi at work? I haven't seen Lexi in a while. I know she's been working a lot. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Hiri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Olivia, since we're here already, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure might as well.
Yay!
This music is just so bouncy. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature? It is frickin' every day. Lexi's either at work or in the living room right now. Okay. Yeah, I just haven't seen her in a while. I miss Lexi. I miss everyone. I honestly think this is the most people I've had in one stream together since I've started streaming again. Which is nice, because I miss everyone. You guys, I miss you. It's so nice to be able to have everyone again. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Ooh, foreshadowing. Because we don't already know that this is a dating simulator. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do we get to write it ourselves? Oh no, it's okay, Sassy. Oh, Miss Juju. Honestly, work's been just absolutely stupid right now and not giving me any hours, which I guess is bad that I'm not making as much money, but good in that I can stream more? Eh? Right? I guess I'll live at work for the next 90 days. Oof. That sucks. Ooh. Oh. 1 out of 20. How many can I pick? Oh, no. I want to go back. Oh, no. I want to... Ooh. 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 Ooh, there's some good words in here. Ooh, it's between these three. I'm trying. Whenever I wrote poetry, I should probably pull up some of my old poetry from like junior high and high school. You guys probably get a kick out of it. You lucky it's a holiday this weekend. I don't work in retail. Yeah, I work retail and it sucks. It sucks. But no, like these three just like feel so nostalgic for me because these are words I totally would have used. I probably still would use. I do like incongruent, but unrestrained. That has so much more imagery to it. But massacre is always a strong word. Doki. I don't know. See, if I knew that I was going to be writing poetry in this game, I probably would have played it a lot sooner. Also, if I had known that it was actually free. I didn't know it was free. I thought you had to pay for it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, those are both such really good words. Ooh, agonizing. Prayer. Ooh. Lost. Ooh, captive. Ooh. Boop. Boop. Oh god. Here. Journey. Ooh. Lipstick. Vertigo. Portrait. Ooh. Ooh. And ooh. I've been using this word a lot lately. Infallible. Vivacious. Whirlwind. Atone. Covet. Oh. Breathe. Okay. All right. Boop.
Hi again, Olivia. Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Olivia. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too.
My god. All these voices are so painful.
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Milady! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Olivia always gives it his
best as long as he's having fun. Because Olivia's a man. Oh. No, sorry. I didn't even see your message. Sorry, Bear. Probably not, only because I just kind of want to pick random words. Like, I don't know. I just want to see what happens. Let's just create chaos. Chaos and no order.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I can't talk, like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Olivia can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. What is it? I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
See the reading with us. Oh, so cute.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eye over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Ooh. All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Olivia? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. But her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Something like that. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. This music. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start reading the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Raven, hello. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, alright? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. What is that ding? Also, thank you, Raven, for the cheer. I don't know what cheers do, but thank you for the cheer. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Come by! Turn the page! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Oh, that's right, because books are reversed in Japan. But in holding it like this, We're held even closer together than before. Kinky. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. That timing, though. Oh, thank you, Sassy. Oh no, Sassy, you were my one true waifu. She could be like, I don't know, number 5 waifu or something. I don't know how many waifus I have. But Monika is best girl. I'm really liking Yuri. I like Yuri. She seems more like me though. That's probably why I like her. Let's see. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I thought she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Like you! Doing everything wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Olivia, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Hey! Welcome back. Welcome to Doki. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then let it slip back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Oh! The second person I've watched play this, the first person to pick Yuri. I'm playing... Oh! You got Natsuki? I had a feeling I was kind of going towards Yuri, but I was really just picking the words that I liked. You gonna read secrets? Hold on. Oh. No, I don't think it works anymore. Cause I changed my Twitch name and it lost all of the commands. So I have to go back and fix everything. Yeah, and it's Moobot. Joe says hello, friends. So sorry, Joe can't join us today because he's at work. So maybe tomorrow. Actually, no, I don't know when his next day off is. But he says hi. So hi, chat. Yeah, we could I don't know if you want to reinstate dungeon. Okay. Alright, I'll tell you guys say hi. Chat says hi. Lots of exclamation marks. Oop, shoot. And big hearts. There we go. I told him you guys said hi. Tell him to skip. He can't. Magikarp used to fly equals Joe. Yeah. Let's see. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready... Oh, wait, Monika.
Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, Magikarp Diem is his Twitch name. But it's Magikarp. That piano? Alright. I like Yuri, so I'm gonna show Yuri my poem. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I'm gonna go back to reading secrets? Okay. Secrets are fun. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. She knows. She knows. I basically feel like I'm flirting with myself. This is fun. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words on the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Girl, you trying to say my writing's weak? Girl. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Girl! It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I don't know what I'm doing. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Aww, Joe says he's flailing in happiness. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Oop. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the purest but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Yeah, he's splashing. Basically. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I need not to pun. I think he basically meant flailing, like splashing. Probably. Knowing him. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. How mild? Girl, what kind of stuff you write? I want to read it. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? 'Cause I'm into ghosts. Let's ghost together. Hoo-hoo. God, he pun too. He likes pun. Bear, I don't know if you're still listening, but Bear, every time Joe tells me a really terrible pun, or we hear a really terrible pun, he always turns to me and says, somewhere Bear has just died. I'm going ghost. Let's all go ghost. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Olivia. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Now remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. I see dead people. Due to all the many puns, yeah. We're all probably kind of dead. Drinks don't look up. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. Anything I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Hello, Darko Straya. What is up with all these beeps? I hear beeps everywhere. Oh, God, I think it's the game. But hi, Darko. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I am hitting on Yuri, who is basically just a non-streamed version of myself. Because on streams, I get really ridiculous, but in real life, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. That's, yeah, pretty much. I would date Yuri. I don't know, I probably wouldn't date Yuri because I don't like myself, so I probably wouldn't date myself. So in real life, I probably wouldn't. Oh my gosh, that freaking beep. Thank you, Raven, for the cheer. Oh my god. She's hearing my palm on her computer. No! I don't. I really don't. I'm looking forward to whatever horrific things it throws my way. Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Olivia. Oh, I will keep doing my best for you, Yuri. Ah. Me too. Oh man, do we have to go through everyone's poems? Haley doesn't know either. Oh no. Oh no. There's apparently there's something really disturbing about this game. I mean, it gave us a freaking warning at the start. Let's just go. Let's do Monika. Monika seems fun.
Hi, Olivia.
Plus her voice is easier.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, wait, what did... I haven't played Mira Nikki. Actually, no, I got to like the first screen and then I was trying to record it and then something happened and I stopped recording it. Not exactly. Nah, I don't think it's exactly gonna be Yandere.
Yandere.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Olivia, who's really a man. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
Great job, Olivia. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That is my philosophy in life. Keep your expectations low and you'll never be disappointed. Yeah. That's sad but true. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That too.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
I know, because Yuri is basically me.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
It's totally yandere. Yeah. Senpai will be mine. Oh, senpai. Notice me.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it.
I mean, it's more fun that way. That just might be me. You missed Doxy streaming it? I'll have to watch. I've been purposely avoiding people playing this. Mainly because I was just kind of more interested for myself. Oh no. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of endings.
It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry, words. Don't worry about it. You do you! You do you, boo. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. The YouTubes. And like the YouTubes and the internets, right? I use the internets. The many, many internets. Oh, thank you, Sassy. Thank you for the post in the Discord. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Cough, cough. What a funny story, Mark.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Honestly, this type of game that you get spoiled and still enjoy it massively because it's also good. Do we get to read everyone's poem? That's going to be a lot of poems. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I thought my stuff was dramatic.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
What a funny story, Mark.
I'm reading notes to a story I'm writing, and Jesus, they're pretty funny. Oh gosh, you should see the notes for everything I've ever written. It's actually quite scary. Oh, thank you, Sassy. Thank you for posting the link. This music's so happy.
Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
It's because no one knows how to write poetry, so they just all freeform it.
That is, a lot of poems have been using emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An apostrophe, eh? Hello, Zekrel. Fafnir. Sorry, it's like all the text has gotten so tiny and my eyes are blurring and I can't see anything anymore. But hello! Welcome to the stream. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And so far I'm basically just hitting on an anime version of myself. It's great. Great times. I'm also a man named Olivia. Because that's a thing.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later.
True story. Random writer ramble. When I was in the middle of writing Helena, some of the notes in the game are in iambic pentameter, which is a biatch to write in. And so one of the poems actually took me like, I think 2 weeks to write. But most of the time, whenever I get really stuck, I just wrote out a draft of basically what I wanted to be in that poem. And then I'd go through and make notes of what gave off some really strong imagery and keywords, and then built it up from there. And I want to say it actually turned out fairly decent, but, you know, yeah. I'm ready for your reactions to this game and almost the contents of this game, but I promise not to spoil it. That's been... Yay. Yeah, no spoils. Thank you for no spoils. Yeah. I know nothing other than it's apparently extremely disturbing. That's all I know. That is all I know.
Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
Thank you, Monika.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, Monika. Let's get Natsuki out of the way.
Olivia, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Oh, tsundere.
Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but tsundere.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
This is gonna be a fun ride. The whole gameplay takes about 6 hours. 6 hours! Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Rip me. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Really? This is your poem, and you're getting on me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Reading everything out loud, the first part will take about 3-4 hours probably. And me stopping and rambling every like 10 seconds. It's gonna make it longer. Alright, I'm gonna read this in her voice.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. Not.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because tsundere. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Yeah, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, this stream's gonna be 20 hours long. Yep. Well, I'm not gonna be able to play for that. I'm gonna have to stop at some point because I have to go to work in the morning. Unfortunately. However, I will go ahead and say this before I forget. I am working in the morning, 7 a.m. to 11, I believe. So that's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for everyone else, that's going to be what, like between 12 and 2 on a Saturday. So if you guys want to do some more streaming tomorrow after I get off of work, we go do some more Doki. Just let me know. We'll make it a Doki party. Make some cupcakes. I'll get my Baileys. Oh man, this game with me on Baileys, that'd be fun. Anyway, that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? I feel like I'm turning her into Audrey from Honey Pop. Whatever. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Sayori. Your turn. You annoying little silly. Let's do it! Yeah! Be Monika. Okay, let's go for it.
This is a good poem, Olivia. Are you sure it's your first?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it
That's why it impressed me.
Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you would write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how really part of a club, you're one of us!
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Gonna be BRB? Don't haunt my dreams, please. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Olivia. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? Not something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Thanks. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Hold on. The last line of this poem just made me cackle when you get to it. Okay, I won't. Here, we'll do this. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you... trusting me to wish you away a rainy day. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah. Yeah. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Home breakfast and scene, dramatic gesture. When you finish your homework in the morning before school. Yup. I never did my homework. I did my homework before we were supposed to, we'd get in class, it'd be the start of class, teacher would be like, all right, turn in your homework. I'd be sitting there like, there's my homework. That was me. I still managed to be pretty much a straight A student. I don't know how, but I did. Yep. Woo! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is with this language?
Did you say something?
No, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
This music is just... Oh, I have a really bad opinion about school. Not enough curse words in the world for it, right? Don't miss it. Really don't.
Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Olivia did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Olivia liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, my legs are getting all sweaty. Oh, yuck. Last year of high school, woo, lucky you. The was so happy when I graduated high school. Ugh. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no.
Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
This music is just hilarious. Yeah. I'd been thinking about going back and finishing getting a BA in tech theater, but I don't know that I really want to. I mean, I can't really get much of a job with a degree in tech theater because I don't really want to go into theater. I was thinking about getting maybe some sort of a BA in English, but that's about as useless, so yeah. Just make sure you know what you want to do when you get into college. And I know it's like really cliche to say that. I know I had so many people telling me that when I started looking into colleges and stuff. Because I was like, oh, I want to be in writing, I want to do film school, I know I want to do this. But then my options didn't really allow for that. So I thought to myself, oh, I'll just do theater. And it was before I'd really found voiceover. And now if I'd really actually no, I had found voiceover, but I hadn't established myself into it yet. If I had thought about it better, I would have tried to set myself up so that I would have been in a better position for voiceover. So that's all I really have to say, is just make sure you like 150% know what you're doing. Even just at 100%, it's not good enough. You need to like 150% know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time and money. Mubot is being supportive. Yeah, exactly. What do you do with a freaking BA in English? That song exists for a reason. I mean, well, because I still do want to write, so it wouldn't be entirely useless for me. Because I like writing. Writing is what I do. But, it's not like I really could have gotten a job with it. Yeah. Yeah. I wasted all my time taking all these theater classes. Not that they were a complete waste of time, because I did learn some legit good stuff, but I'm not going into theater. So in that respect, it really didn't do me any good. So heading into computer science, I just signed over my death for a person who has little interest in math. Yeah. See, that's another thing I would have done. If I'd been better at math, I would have gone into game design. I actually would still like to do game design, but that's why I'm working on Helena. I'm starting with that and then just gonna slowly work my way up. I'd like to make a visual novel at some point. I think that would be really fun. Anyway, continuing. Changed my major like 3 times. I'm still trying to get out. Yeah. See, I gave up. I was just like, because really for voiceover, since that I have now officially decided that's what I want to pursue, there's no real degree for that. I mean, outside of maybe like an acting degree. But when it comes to voiceover, that really doesn't matter. As long as you go in, show that you have talent, you work really hard at it, it's a plus, it's a bonus for sure, but I mean, for me, I'm just thinking to myself, all this stuff I can just learn on my own, and I can save myself time and money. And I could just go and take those one-off classes with other people and do coaches and stuff, and I don't need a degree for it. Anyway, that's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Olivia appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I don't have a job. Only made a few game prototypes. That's not bad, though. Yeah. You're young, don't follow in our footsteps. Ugh.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Olivia started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Olivia, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Olivia.
Alright, see, Natsuki, here's where you're wrong. The point of making it convoluted and hard to find is that when the reader discovers it for themselves, it feels more like an accomplishment, and therefore it is more personal to them. That is where you're wrong, and that is why simple sucks. Anyway, actually simple doesn't always suck. You want to be a teacher? That's it? Teaching's actually not that bad. And the good thing with that is you do your GED, you do that, figure out what you want to do, and by all that time, you, know stuff. And advice. Listen to me. Yay. Killing NPCs, destroying pixel environments, and feeding on the tears of my enemy. No degree required. Right. Amen to that. Any money to live, so it's not an option. Yep. There's no money to be made in voiceover. I've chosen the worst career path. But I do it because I like it, so I don't mind too much. Make sure you're taking correct classes for your degree. I met someone who also tried becoming a teacher, got royally screwed for not taking the right classes. That is true. Very, very true. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Olivia? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Do I get to make an option? I want to make a choice. Well, like I know about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Yandere. Natsuki clenches her fists. I almost picked it. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It spares me from having to look at all of your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. In the trash.
Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit adjacent Huh. You picked that option? Nice. No, you can't. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Olivia. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. Words. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about... You know. I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? I know what she said. I heard. Hold on. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Actually, I'm not making tea. I'm grabbing an incredibly large bottle of alcohol, and I am consuming it all.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Olivia, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was fun. Yeah. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Girl, my poems are perfect. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And nods myself with a newfound determination.
Olivia! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Olivia, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me, really, happy. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but get laid. Does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. I like the word frightening, but fester. Fester is a good word. Fester. Fester. Like fester. Melancholy. I did that one before. But promise. Dream. Broken. Covet. These are all the same words as before. Unending. I like electricity. Horror. Oh, crimson. Love that word. It's so cliche. Entropy. Graveyard. I'm going right back into my high school roots. Tragedy. Unrequited. I'm just gonna pick all of the dark words. Engulf and effulgent. I've never heard that word before. Ooh, I didn't do massacre last time, so I'll do massacre this time. That was weird. Crimson. Yeah.
Beware of Crimson Peak.
Anyone watch that movie? It was actually kind of a letdown, but it was okay. I've noticed that with Guillermo del Toro movies. I always feel like I feel really let down by them story-wise, but usually artistically they're fabulous movies. Effulgent, shining brightly. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Cage. Peace. Judgment. I think, because it's starting to get late and I still need to do laundry before I go to bed, I'm going to try to get as far through this cycle as I can, and then we'll go ahead and end it for the night, and we'll start back up tomorrow, if that's okay with everyone. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hey, Olivia.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that? All of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's
That's not fair.
How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Aww. I'm sorry, guys. Oh no. Everything's breaking. I can always try to do, if you guys are available later on in the day, I can always try to do it later in the day. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ooh, ugh. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. That's how she goggles. Blame it on Tash. I forgot about that. Blame everything on Tash. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Olivia to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. I take it back. She's not me. I'm not that responsible. Best giggle ever, 10 out of 10. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Ooh! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Yeah, you don't have to start a family with it. I'll watch the beauty and organize something for tomorrow. Okay. Sounds good. As I say, my internet stops the stream. Oh no! No! My internet's been doing that lately. I'll walk away from my computer for like an hour, come back, and my internet's just crashed. Don't know why. Just dies. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and to nudge Sayori off of her. Usually does it in just a couple of minutes and pops back like nothing happened. It could just be resetting. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you just seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Why isn't Monika in the club room?
Where's Monika anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all.
You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing the piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika.
I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika.
That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Olivia.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry.
I've been practicing a whole lot recently.
She's probably also been returning videotapes.
And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really, no. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Psst! Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Tea. Oh, I love throat coat. I'll probably make some right after this because my throat hurts. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. There's something in the water. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah, let's go.
Where are you two off to?
Yuri was gonna go make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious.
Talking.
That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Olivia in club activities? My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Olivia. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Olivia, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because you're basically me. Really. Except for, I don't know that I'm quite this, like, I don't know, almost like a split personality. I don't know that I'm quite like that. I'm not just out of the blue rude to people. At least not intentionally. Because nothing you do as bad as it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend? You say? Yuri lifts her head. Olivia, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Olivia, do you like oolong tea? No, I like throat coat. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. You hate someone for having emotions. Huh. Yeah. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Oh, is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. Ow. And I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Olivia. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I didn't even know I could keep up as things and emotions and cups of tea. Olivia, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. You know that hurts more. You might as well just lay down on the floor. Sorry, didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. I wonder why. I wonder why she has back pain all the time. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Oh, trust me. She's noticed. Internet shut off again? No. Internet can suck sometimes. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? It's free candy. Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Okay, you can't have any candy. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Yes, of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't even have any harder of time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate and put it in my mouth. I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh my gosh, this is getting kinky. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Olivia. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Yes, friends with benefits. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation's gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling with to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Abrupt. Ow. Oh, my legs are like glued to my chair. Ow. That hurt.
Okay, everyone.
Ugh. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems.
Ow. Ow. My legs.
Olivia, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken. Oh, I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Okay. Right? It's like, gosh dang, Monika. Anywho, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stop the stream here for now. We will save. Wonder. Oh, I can't do it full screen. Oh, okay, good. We could do that. Okay. What's history? This is just for this one section, though. Look at the settings again. Text speed, music volume, sound volume, auto forward time. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting ready to be done for the night as well. Done for the night? Yeah. I don't want to get up for work in the morning, but at least it's only 4 hours. It's a short shift. Yay. Technically, I'm not even supposed to go back to work until next Thursday, but one of my coworkers came up to me. She's like, can you work these shifts? I'm like, yeah, I need the money, so. Yeah. Night, Haley. Thank you for coming by. It's nice to see you again. And, well, if everyone's in the Discord, right? Haley, you're on the Discord? I don't remember anything about the Discord. Oh, okay, no, Haley, you just joined the server. Okay. And Darko. Oh, thank you. Welcome, Darko. Welcome. I don't know if you're still here, Darko, but welcome to the dungeon. Or as I would usually say, welcome to the dungeon! But it kind of hurts. So that's about the best I can do for you. But yeah, I'll try to keep you guys updated in the Discord so that it's easier. But yeah, if anyone's in here who hasn't joined the Discord, go ahead and hop on in. And ooh, I think someone did. Oh, Sassy's talking in there. She says, welcome to the dungeon. Is there anything else that I need to discuss? I don't know. Oh, no, Sassy. I do need some assistance with setting up the emoticons, and I trust you. I trust you know something about emoticons, because I don't. I have no idea how to go about setting that up, or what they even do. Yes, that's you. Sorry, that was my brain farting on me. I couldn't think. This music is so cute. I love this music. But yeah, if you know anything about the emoticons, I do need some assistance getting that set up. because I don't know what to do. I don't know. Yeah, the emote affiliate thing. Yeah, that thing. I think I have no idea. I was looking at the thing. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah, there's the chat emoticons, and it gives me the select emoticon set. So, is it like, I don't know, is it 3 different or it's 1 different emoticon for each sub-tier? Or is there like a completely separate like chat emote that everyone can use, and it's separate from the subscriber emotes? I don't know. I don't know. Wish I knew. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. But aw, thank you, Raven, for the cheer. Thank you. That's gonna take a while getting used to it. I'm gonna need to go back through and fix the freaking, I don't know why it's making the ding and my old sound. That's just confusing. 1 emote for each sub-tier as an affiliate right now. The emotes are not available for all of chat. Okay, so it is just exclusively the subscribers. Okay, so that's what I was confused on. Just subs. Okay. So then we just need to figure out what emoticons to do. Cause I really don't know. Like, should it be dungeon related? I don't know. I mean, what would you do if it was dungeon related? I can't think of anything that wouldn't be kinky and that Twitch might be like, And when they get it, they can use it all over Twitch. Okay. You could commission Starry or March. I was thinking about talking to March. I forgot that Starry does artwork too. I don't know that I could pay her very much because I'm like dead broke right now. But I'll definitely talk to her. I'll talk to both of them about it. Are they in the Discord? They should be in the Discord. I think March is. Yeah, March is in the Discord. Starry isn't though. I'll see if I can ask Starry to join the Discord and we can make like, I guess, we can make like a chat or something exclusively for stuff like that. Yeah, March is, yeah. She did the emotes for Bryce. And I haven't seen Bryce in a while. That guy is tall. If you ever meet Bryce in real life. But I'm also like 5'2", so. But man, Bryce is tall. But yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I'll see if I can't hit up Starry, get her to join the Discord, and I guess we'll put together a chat for that. And get things sorted. Get things figured out. He did. I know. Bryce used to hang out with us. Man, by the time we got to PAX, though, he spent like no time with us at PAX. He was running off with all the big YouTubers, going to all the parties. I didn't get to go to any of the parties. I was sad. I was a sad Olivia. I do too. Which makes me kind of scared about trying to go for partner. What is the... Hold on. Let me pull up the thingy. I don't know where I'm at so far with path to partner. Oh my gosh. I am actually really close to partner. So, you know how Twitch has the achievements now? I know I'm taking so much more time for this than I wanted to. But there's the three different aspects for path to partner that you need. The first one is the amount of hours that you stream in the last 30 days. This one is streamed for 25 hours. I'm at 79% completion for that, and I don't think it's taken into account this stream yet. It's streamed like clockwork, which is streamed for 12 unique days in the past 30 days. which it says I'm at 75%. The only one where I'm lacking is the viewers. It says reach an average of 75 viewers in the last 30 days, and I think it has me at 7%. So the only thing I'm lacking in terms of trying to get to partner is just viewers, but at the same time, I'm kind of scared of getting up too high because I do like having, like, where it's maybe like, I don't know, 6 or 10 of us. I really like that. Never streamed and I already have an achievement checked off for affiliate. Nice. Well done. Probably it's the followers. I think that's probably the easiest one to get without streaming. Yeah, reach 50 followers. Yeah. So I skipped all the beginning achievements. Yeah. But I'm actually, so I am pretty close to fulfilling partner. Yeah, it's the followers. Yeah. I'm just, I don't even know how I would get 75 people to my streams without begging people, going to other streamers, please raid me. But yeah. Hey, I think I followed you. Yeah, like 1 for 4 for it begins. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someday we can get up to partner. I'd like to hit partner, but that's not something I want to do, I don't think, right now. But I definitely would like to work towards that, so I just have to keep an eye on the others and then just, I guess, slowly build up viewers. I mean, I think we've got a pretty good base, though, now. The amount of people that we have that usually come in, I think it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think we're good. But does it actually tell me how many? It doesn't actually tell me. I think it'll tell me if I do the stats for the last 30 days. But yeah. So anywho, on that note, now that we've discussed the ins and outs of Twitch hierarchy, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go for the night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will post into the Discord, and I'll also post on Twitter, but first I'll make sure I do it in Discord and let you know what time, because I'm probably not going to do it immediately after work, but sometime after work we will go ahead and continue on with this and all that fun stuff. So yeah, good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, even though it's been a fantastic day. Thank you for making me feel better. And thank you for the cheers and all that fun stuff. Just thank you. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So anyway, I love you guys and have a good night. Hold on, I gotta wave for the camera. Hold on. Oh god, I gotta wave for the camera. Okay. Good night. Bye. Bye. Oh god. Oh, it's turning into darkness. Oh no. Oh god.